Hello students and welcome to the lecture. So students, as you can see here that basically in this lecture, we are going to talk about the types of banks. Okay. So this is going to be a lecture. So this is going to be a topic for this particular lecture. Talking about this, let me tell you one thing in a very straightforward manner that banking is not new in India. Banking was already existing in India since the ancient times. Okay. In ancient times, mainly the banking was in the hands of the merchant guilds that were trading in India. After this, when the medieval India comes in medieval India, basically the banking has been in hands of the royal households and all. Okay. And they were used to give short-term loans to the farmers known as takvi. The takvi is the agricultural loan given to the farmers for their various kind of purposes in order to fulfill the needs. When the modern India comes and the modern history comes, basically during this time, the European arrival in the country had shifted the economy from barter basis to monetary basis. And once the monetary economy introduced in the country on a high scale, ultimately the banking evolved as one of the major industry existed in the country. Okay, so that's why now we have the categorization of the banks also. On that's why we call it as a types of. Okay. In this lecture, we are going to talk about them. Like we are going to talk about the public sector banks, private sector banks, and the foreign sector banks. We will see major institutions. Okay. We will see their headquarters and their years also. Okay. And this is important from the examination point of view because sometimes you will see the questions have been directly asked from this section. Okay. As I have told you, we are going to see the public sector banks. We are going to see the private sector banks, going to see the foreign banks. At last, we will have the summary of all of these. Okay. But before starting, as usual, we have our small disclaimer over here. Okay. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this track and you have any concerns or issues, then please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now, let's first begin with the SBI. SBI stands out for the State Bank of India, which is an actual a multinational PSB, or so we call it as a public sector banking and financial services company. Okay. It is headquarters in Mumbai, Maharashtra. The Bank of Madras, the Bank of Kolkata, and the Bank of Bombay are merged to form the Imperial Bank of India, which in turn became the SBI in 1955. So talking about this, let me tell you. Basically, when the Britishers had acquired the control of the country, the first bank that they set up, that was the Bank of Bengal, also known as Bank of Calcutta. Okay. That was established by them in first. Later on, they established the Bank of Bombay and then they established the Bank of Madras. Alright. All of these were the presidencies bank because we know the Britishers had the three presidencies in the country. Bengal, Bombay and Madras. Alright. All the three presidencies later on got merged into a new banking entity called as the Imperial Bank of India. That was the year of 1921, not 2000. Year was 1921. Okay. Later on, when we got independence, basically we reorganized the Imperial Bank of India as the State Bank of India when we nationalized it in 1955. So that was the entire story about the SBI and its establishment. After this, we have the Allahabad Bank. It is also a nationalized bank with having the headquarters in Kolkata, India. It is the oldest joint stock bank in India, founded in Allahabad 1865. Got it? Then we have Andhra Bank. Andhra Bank, which having the headquarters in Hyderabad, Telangana. It was founded in 1923 with a paid up capital of rupees 1 lakh. Okay. Then we have the Bank of Baroda. So the Bank of Baroda is actually the Indian state-owned international banking and financial services company, which actually headquartered in Vadodara in Gujarat, India. It is having the corporate office in Mumbai and was founded on 20 July 1908 in the princely state of Baroda in Gujarat. So we could say actually the ruler of the Baroda established the Bank of Baroda in Gujarat. Okay. Then we have the Bank of India. The Bank of India is actually a commercial bank with headquarters at Bandra Kurla Complex, Mumbai. Bandra Kurla Complex, Mumbai. It is found in 1906. It has been government owned since nationalization in 1969. Then we have Bank of Maharashtra. It is largest network of branches by any public sector bank in the state of Maharashtra. Which means if there are suppose 10 public sector banks in Maharashtra, then the Bank of Maharashtra would be the one which is having the largest network of branches. It is headquartered in Pune, Maharashtra, founded in 1935. Okay. Then we have Canara Bank. Canara Bank is one of the largest public sector banks owned by the Government of India. It is actually headquartered in Bangalore and was established at Mangalore in 1906. The government nationalized the bank in 1969. Okay, so remember this. Remember the Bangalore and Mangaluru are very much similar in the pronunciation. Okay, but there is a difference. The Bangalore is the largest city of the state of Karnataka and also the capital of the Karnataka, whereas Mangalore is the coastal city of Karnataka. Okay, so this is the difference. Then we have the Central Bank of India. The Central Bank of India is actually a government-owned bank and one of the oldest and largest commercial bank in India, which is actually based in Mumbai, and it was established on 21 December 1911. Then we have Corporation Bank. Corporation Bank is a public sector banking company headquartered in Mangalore, India, founded on 12th March 1906. Then we have Indian Bank. Indian Bank is an Indian state-owned financial services company established in 1907 and headquartered in Chennai, India. Thereafter, we have the IOB or Indian Overseas Bank, which is a major public sector bank based in Chennai and was actually founded on 10th Feb 1937. Talking about this Indian Overseas Bank, so let me tell you one thing in a very straightforward manner, that basically the Indian Overseas Bank was established in actual for the non-resident Indians who were living outside the India and doing the work outside India, so that they could send money at their homes. Alright, so that's why it is known as overseas. Then we have Oriental Bank of Commerce. The Oriental Bank of Commerce is also an Indian-based bank established in Lahore, one of the public sector banks in India, which is actually headquartered in Gurgaon, India, and founded on 19th Feb 1943. Later on, we have the Punjab National Bank (PNB), multinational banking and financial services company, which is actual a state-owned corporation in New Delhi, India, founded on 19th May 1894. Actually, the Punjab National Bank was founded in Lahore, Punjab. Okay, or we can say Pakistan, Punjab. After independence, the PNB had to be shifted to the New Delhi, the capital of India, but somehow it managed to run their previous branches that were in Pakistan, okay, as the new caretaker branches. So we can say the PNB is still having some branches in Pakistan also. Then we have Punjab and Sindh Bank. It is actually a government-owned bank with headquarters in New Delhi. It is founded on 24th June 1908. Then we have the Syndicate Bank. The Syndicate Bank is one of the oldest and major commercial banks of India. Was nationalized on 19th July 1969 by the government of India. The bank is headquartered in University town of Manipal, Karnataka. Then we have UBI, also known as Union Bank of India, one of the largest government-owned banks of India. Union Bank of India was established on 11th November 1990 as a limited company in Mumbai, and Indian government nationalized it in 1969. Later on. Then we have UBI, United Bank of India, Indian government-owned financial services company headquartered in Kolkata, India. UBI was the result of the merger in 1950 of four Bengali banks named as Kumila Banking Corporation, Bengal Central Bank, Kumila Union Bank, and thereafter the Hooghly Bank. So these were the four banks that actually got merged to form the new bank known as the United Bank of India. Remember this. Then we have UCO Bank. It stands out for United Commercial Bank. Got established in 1943 in Kolkata. Is a major government-owned commercial bank of India. The government of India nationalized the UCO Bank on 19 July 1969. Vijaya Bank. Public sector bank with its corporate office in Bangalore, Karnataka, India. Vijaya Bank was established on 23 October 1931. The bank was nationalized later on 15th April 1980. IDBI Bank, also known as Industrial Development Bank of India, established in 1964 and headquarters in Mumbai, India. Bharati Mahila Bank, also known as BMB. It was an Indian financial services banking company and headquartered in Delhi, India. Former Indian Prime Minister Manmohan Singh inaugurated the system on 19th November 2013. The bank was merged with State Bank of India on 31st March 2017. Now it's a time for the PSB, or known as the private sector banks. First is the Catholic Syrian Bank Limited, CSB. It is an Indian private sector bank with having the headquarters at Thrissur, Kerala, India. The CSB was founded on 26 November 1920. Then we have the City Union Bank Limited, also known as CUBL, which is an Indian bank. The Kumbh Konkan Bank Limited, as it was at first called, who got incorporated as a limited company on 31st October 1904, headquarters in Kumbakonam, Tamil Nadu, India. Dhanlakshmi Bank Limited, an old private sector bank headquarters in Thrissur city, Kerala, was incorporated on 14th November 1927. The Federal Bank Limited, major private sector commercial banking headquartered at Aluva, Kochi in Kerala. Then we have ING Vaishya Bank, privately owned Indian multinational bank based in Bangalore, with retail, wholesale and private banking platforms. Actually got formed from 2002 purchase of an equity stake in Vaishya Bank by the Dutch ING Group. Then we have Jammu and Kashmir Bank, also known as the J&K Bank. It is actually a Kashmiri-based public sector bank and financial services company. J&K Bank, incorporated on October 1st, 1938, was the first bank in the country to emerge as a state-owned bank. The Karnataka Bank Limited, major private sector banking institution based in the coastal city of Mangaluru in Karnataka, established on 18th Feb 1924. Karur Vyas Bank, Indian old private sector bank, headquartered in Karur in Tamil Nadu, set up in 1916. Lakshmi Vilas Bank, founded in 1926. In July 2014, LVP relocated corporate office to the Chennai from Karur, where the registration office was located. RBL Bank Limited, scheduled commercial bank headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra, founded in August 1943. RBL is one of the oldest private sector banks in India. South Indian Bank, which is a private sector bank that was founded in year 1929 and headquartered in Thrissur city, Kerala, India. Then we have Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank Limited, is a bank headquartered at Tuticorin, Tamil Nadu, India. The TMB was founded in 1921 as another bank, but changed its name to the Tamil Nadu Mercantile Bank in November 62 to widen its appeal beyond the Nadar community only. Axis Bank Limited, third largest of the private sector banks in India, offering a comprehensive suite of financial products. The bank, having its head office in Mumbai and registered office in Ahmedabad, founded in 1993 as UTI Bank. DCB Bank Limited, private sector scheduled commercial bank in India. DCB Bank was founded in 1930s in Mumbai. HDFC, known as the Housing Development and Financial Corporation Bank Limited, Indian banking and financial services company headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra. In 1994, the HDFC Bank was incorporated with registered office in Mumbai, India. The ICICI, Industrial Credit and Investment Corporation Bank of India, Indian multinational banking and financial services company headquartered in Mumbai, founded in 1994. IndusInd Bank Limited, Mumbai-based India's new generation bank, established in 1994. Kotak Mahindra Bank, Indian private sector bank headquartered in Mumbai, Maharashtra, India. Feb 2003, Reserve Bank of India gave the license to Kotak Mahindra Bank Limited, the group's flagship company, to carry on banking business. Then we have the Yes Bank, India's fourth largest private sector bank, founded by Rana Kapoor and Ashok Kapoor in 2004 and headquartered in Mumbai. Then, now if we talk about the foreign banks, AB Bank, leading private sector bank in Bangladesh, established in 31st October 1981. Then we have ABN AMRO Bank, ANWI, Dutch bank with headquarters in Amsterdam. ABN AMRO Bank is the third largest bank in the Netherlands and founded in 1991. Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, bank in the UAE, Abu Dhabi Commercial Bank, formed in 1985 as a public shareholding company with limited liability. Then we have the American Express Company, also known as Amex. American Multinational Financial Services Corporation, headquartered in Three World Financial Center in New York City, founded in 1850. Then we have the Antwerp Diamond Bank, second largest diamond bank in the world after ABN AMRO's International Diamond and Jewelry Group. The Antwerp Diamond Bank was established in 1934, having the headquarters in Antwerp, Belgium, having the offices covering all the major traditional as well as emerging diamond centers such as Antwerp, Dubai, Geneva, Hong Kong, Mumbai, and New York. BNP Paribas, multinational banking group with a presence in 75 countries, formed through the merger of Banque Nationale de Paris and Paribas in 2000. BNP Paribas has the highest brand value in France. Then we have Bank of America Corporation. It is actually an American multinational financial services company headquartered in Charlotte, North Carolina, ranked second of the list of largest banks in the United States by asset. Bank of American Corporation was founded in October 17, 1904. Bank of Bahrain and Kuwait, established in 1974 in the Kingdom of Bahrain and the State of Kuwait, and headquarters Manama, Bahrain. Bank of Ceylon, government-owned major commercial bank in Sri Lanka, headquartered in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Bank of Ceylon was founded in 1989. Bank of Nova Scotia, operating as Scotia Bank, it is a Canadian multinational bank, third largest bank in Canada by deposit and market capitalization. Founded in Halifax, Nova Scotia in 1832, moved the executive offices to Toronto, Ontario in 1900. Then we have Barclays PLC, British multinational investment bank and financial services company, headquartered in London. Barclays, established in the city of London, 1690. CTBC Banks, amongst the largest privately owned banks in Taiwan, established in under 1966 under the name China Security Investment Corporation. In 1992, it was transformed into the China Trust Commercial Bank. Citibank, founded in 1812 and headquartered is New York City, New York. Citibank provides credit cards, mortgages, personal loans, commercial loans, and lines of credit. Deutsche Bank AG, German global banking financial service company, headquarters in Deutsche Bank Twin Towers in Frankfurt. Deutsche Bank was founded in Berlin 1870 as a specialist bank for foreign trade. DBS Bank, multinational banking and financial services corporation, headquartered in Mariana Bay, Singapore. Bank was set up by the government of Singapore in July 1968 to overtake the industrial financing activities from the Economic Development Board. Then we have HSBC Holdings PLC, British multinational banking and financial services holding company, tracing origin to the Hong Kong. Established in 1865, Birmingham, Great Britain, and their headquarters in London, UK. Then we have JP Morgan Chase. Basically, it was established in 2000. Then we have BTVF Bank, leading universal bank of Russia, founded in 1990. Then we have Kurung Thai Public Sector Bank, which is the state-owned bank, came into existence in 1966 as a Kasset Bank and Munton Banks. Then we have Societe Generale SA, which is a French multinational banking. Sonali Bank Limited, which is a Sonali Bank established in 1972 in Bangladesh. Standard Chartered PLC, basically it was standard in England and later on got extended to the Australia, China and British Africa. State Bank of Mauritius, which is a Bank of Mauritius, government owned, established in 1973. MUFG Bank, it is the largest bank in Japan, established on January 1st, 2006, following the merger of Tokyo Mitsubishi. OBS AG, Swiss multinational bank. We have finished the topic. Now it's the part for summary. So we have seen the Indian public sector banks like SBI, Allahabad Bank, Andhra Bank, Bank of Baroda, Bank of India, Bank of Maharashtra, Canara Bank, Central Bank of India, Indian Bank, Punjab National Bank, Union Bank of India. Private sector banks, we have seen HDFC, ICICI, Axis Bank, Kotak Mahindra, Yes Bank, IndusInd Bank. Other notable Indian banks, we have seen UBI, United Bank of India, Vijaya Bank, Jammu and Kashmir Bank. International banks, we have seen Citibank, HSBC Holding PLC, Deutsche Bank, BNP Paribas, Standard Chartered PLC, Bank of America. International brands, we are talking about MUFG Bank, UBS AG. So here we have finished the topic. It is requested to all of you, kindly revise the facts and figures that all we have discussed in this lecture. Be ready for the next lecture. With this note, let's end this lecture and thank you.